Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. I've been feeling real sad lately, you know? Supernatural Rolando Sweet been hit with the blues. I've been feeling down in the dumps. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wiping away a tear. You know, and when the supernatural one feels a little low, he needs a pick me up. You know? So when I was at my lavish mansion recently, feeling a little sad, I summoned my team of butlers. And I told them 4 words, baby. Send in the clowns. Send in the clowns. And soon enough, a clown car arrived, and a procession, an endless procession of clowns seemed to enter. And you know what? I beat the holy hell out them clowns, man. I hit them with their floppy shoes over their heads, taking their wigs off. You know what I'm saying? I twisted them up like balloon animals, man. You know? And by the end of it, it looked like a modern art exhibition. Colors everywhere, scattered all over the place. And the red. You know, you couldn't tell where the red noses and makeup ended and where the blood started. You couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying? And as my team of butlers dragged their broken bodies away, leaving trails and smears of blood, I was reminded of that song about the tears of a clown. The tears of a clown. But you know, I couldn't really tell because those clowns were all unconscious. But I'm sure when they woke up, they were blubbering in their handkerchiefs. And by the end of it, I felt better. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders, like a catharsis. It was a cathartic experience. And I never laughed at clowns. I never smiled at them, but I did that day. I did that day. I had a good time, baby. You know, but it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's not a magic bullet. You know, there's other times when your mental health is weighing on you and you might need a different solution. You know, sometimes you need a bit of peace and quiet, some tranquility. So I went for a walk one day. I took a stroll, y'all, a leisurely stroll, you know? And when I was in that park, I happened across a mime. A mime, y'all. You know? He was pantomiming. He was pantomiming all over the place. You know, doing those typical routines, pretending he was in a glass box, pretending he's doing a tug of war, pulling on a rope. But once he looked at me and started doing some grimacing and some funny looking facial expressions in my face, you know I don't play that. So as I was pulverizing this mime into oblivion, raining devastating blows of fists and knees, that mime never uttered a sound. He never said a word. The pain he was feeling was only shown through his face, through his paint, the face paint, because he did not utter a single sound. And by the end of it, you wouldn't believe the crowd gathered, seeing what happened. And you know, this is when I beat the hell out them clowns. They were making sounds. Some of them even renounced clowning. They turned their back on being a clown. But that mime, no such thing. And in front of all those people witnessing this happen, the silence, the eerie quiet. But you know what? I found that serenity, that peace and tranquility in that moment. Like a weight had been lifted off of me. That burden was gone. Be well, people. You know, do what works for you. And that worked for me. But you know, all these other wrestlers out, professional wrestlers out here, like to paint their face, try to look all scary and intimidating. Who are you scaring? Because as far as I'm concerned, all I see is a clown or a mime. And I'm going to thank you for the therapy.